Do you have an intuition about why is the FDA trying to get 75 years to release the Pfizer data? They're trying to request that it will not be released for 75 years. And then maybe the broader version of that question is, do you think people should have sort of full transparency and immediate access to the data? Immediate, on the scale of weeks, not years.
I think the relations with regulators, they have been always very transparent, and there are a lot of laws that they are forcing regulators and companies to put out their interactions and what exactly was discussed. Now, to go into specific details of some discussions, I don't know what is the reason that FDA wants to take the time, but I'm sure they have very good reasons.
Well, let me just say my side of it. It doesn't look like a good reason. It looks like, maybe it's because I come from the Soviet Union. Now, this is not you saying this. This is me saying this. Is there seems to be a bureaucracy that gets in the way of transparency. That's always the challenge with government. So government is very good at setting rules and making sure there's oversight over companies and people and so on. But they slow things down, which is a feature and a bug. And in this case, they slowed down so much. I think the reason they set it at 75 years is because they set a rate of being able to only review 500 pages of data a day or something like that. And that's a very kind of bureaucratic thing, where in reality, you could just show the data. And it's not like something is being hidden, but in the battle to win people's trust, to inspire them with science, it feels like transparency is one of the most beautiful things, one of the most powerful things that the FDA has. FDA has the potential to be one of the great institutions of our country. And this is one example that it feels to me like a failure. So from your perspective, you're saying, I'm sure they have a good reason. So to you, the FDA is this black box that you submit things to. Once they approve, you know that those are the rules. It's approved. That's it.
But this is not a black box. We know very well what is the process. Everybody knows very well what are the processes. The review process also, it is very detailed. They have scientists of very, very high caliber. Not every regulator in the world, but the Europeans, the Brits, the FDA clearly, they have very, very high caliber of scientists that they are going into a lot of details. And also, basically everything for a study is really released by law in the specifications of the product, but it's a very detailed document that it is issued and has basically the essence of everything was discussed. I don't know about specific documents if take them time to release, but clearly this is not a black box type of process.
A lot of this stuff is, how do you effectively communicate to the world about the incredible science that's been done, about the processes that were followed? And,
I agree with you.
And sometimes it's just ineloquence in communication. It's not that there's a failure of process, it's ineloquence in communication and silence. Silence in the moment when clearly a lot of people are bothered and have questions. This is when you speak out and you explain exactly why, as opposed to letting the sort of distrust build up and linger. Because the result is there's a very large percentage of the population that just, it divides people, and science suffers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And also the effectiveness of solutions suffers, like the vaccine and so on.